No. I'll be back. Okay, let's get started. Today I'm gonna be talking about Porsha and Simon Guobadia, Porsha Williams and Simon Guobadia. So let's just get into it. I've been listening to a lot of people. We've been talking, going back and forth, me and some of my friends, and I've also been seeing what blogs on social medias are talking about, and I'm just gonna put my take, what I think about this whole situation, about this Simon and Guabadia's situation. You guys keep talking about Porsha is a. I'm going straight into it because I keep hearing everybody. Most people talk about Porsha is a gold digger. Porsha is this. Porsha is that. And every time I listen, and I'm like, hold on. How is Porsha a gold digger? So if Porsha is a gold digger, what is Simon? No, I'm not taking Porsha's side. I have stuff to say about both of them. And Simon is Nigerian, and yes, I'm Nigerian. And Simon is from my place, Edo, Benin City. Okay, even if I grew up in Lagos before I came here. But that's another talk for another day. I'm not taking anyone's side. All I'm saying is, you guys, come on, listen to me. If Porsha has been on Real Housewives of Atlanta for years, right? And if you watch Real Housewives, you know who Porsha is. Even if you don't watch it, you've heard of Porsha before, somehow, some way, through someone. And Simon, we never knew anything about Simon, right? You guys listen. We didn't know anything about Simon. So all of a sudden, what is the name? His ex-wife came into the show. We still didn't see Simon. I didn't watch a lot of that season with Simon's ex-wife. What's her name? What's her name? Fallon? Fallon, right? That's her name. Yeah, I think it's Fallon. Fallon. I don't remember her name. But pretty, gorgeous girl, gorgeous. And she came to the show, and I don't remember her since Simon on that show. We just knew she was married to a wealthy guy. Nice house, whatever. I think I saw like 1 or 2 episodes. And we watched that. I'm like, okay, cool. Pretty girl. And on that show, they were saying like she was married to an older guy, right? And they were kind of like, oh, she's married to an older guy for money, blah, 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 blah. And Porsha was her friend on that show, right? Apparently, she came through Porsha to the show. Okay. And then that season is over, right? And then the next season, in come Porsha. And then before the next season, did Porsha come back to that season? That's the season she didn't come back, right? After that, Fallon, Simon's ex-wife. Let's just say Simon's ex-wife because I don't remember her name. I'm sorry. Because I don't remember her name and I really didn't watch that. With just the stuff that we saw from social media after that season. So the next thing we're hearing is Porsha is dating Simon. After Simon's ex-wife season, is that Porsha is dating Simon. And everybody goes, what? That's supposed to be her friend. She took her friend's ex-husband. Then still husband. And then Simon came out. I think he tried to debunk it, that they weren't married, that they were no longer married, that he was filing for divorce and stuff like that. Okay, let's fast forward. So now the whole debacle about, oh, Porsha took her friend's ex-husband, blah, 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 blah. And then in comes Simon on social media going in on his ex-wife every time. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a good thing. Why are you going in on your ex-wife? You're a guy. You don't go in on your ex-wife. Okay? It don't matter. Like, men and women, I don't care. If you've dated someone, no matter how hard, how tough it is, keep it behind closed doors. Even if you guys are not together anymore, keep your situation as a woman behind closed door. Let them text each other, fight each other. I don't need to come on social media. You know what I'm saying? So Sam is going in on his ex-wife on social media, and Porsha is with him. You know? And she's not, I'm like, why is she not telling him? Take his phone. Why is she not telling him, hey, don't do this? But you can tell she wants him to say, hey, I'm divorcing her. Hey, we were separated. Hey, I didn't want the marriage anymore. Hey, this. No, he did not need to do that. And then he's talking about how she was messing with their, what was the guy? The guy that she's with now, his ex-wife is with now. Like, oh, she's been messing with him, blah, blah, blah. Even if in the end, it happened, like it became true, like she was pregnant by that guy's kid. Was it their babysitter or their house help or their trainer? Whatever the guy was, he was an employee in them Simon's house. And then his ex-wife ended up sleeping and having a baby by that one. Story for another day. But anyway, Simon always came out going on Fallon. Fallon? Okay. If you remember her name, please, when you leave a comment, put her name down in the comment section. But they're going back and forth, and they're talking. Hold on. Yeah. And they're talking. I'm like, why is Simon going in on his ex-wife? Listen, there's no way a guy, like sometimes you have to watch the men that you want to be around and be with. Not necessarily be around, but be with. Because in Nigeria, like from where I'm from, there's a proverb that says the same. When you take a stick, right? You take a stick and you use the stick on your first wife. Your first wife, you use the stick on her. I don't want to use the word here, right? But if you know what I'm talking about, you know, you use it on your first wife, a stick. And then the second wife comes in and say, oh no, he's not going to use that stick on me too. No, he's not going to use that stick on me. What he did to his first wife is never going to do to me. I'm different. He's going to treat me better. No, he's not. That's the proverb. The stick he used on his first wife, when your turn comes, he's going to use it worse on you than he did with the first wife. Okay? So, don't come in. I think Porsha came in thinking, oh, I'm a reality star. He's not going to treat me. I'm special. He's not going to treat me like he did his first wife, second wife. I think he's been married like how many times? But let's just say he's not going to treat me like he treated his ex-wife that we all know of, right? And I was like, no, honey. Yours is not even going to last. And before they even got this divorce, way before, I would talk to my friends and we would kind of talk. I'm like, no, they were both in it for their own gain. Both of them. Porsha went into that marriage for her own gain, and Simon came into that marriage for his own gain. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Okay, now you're going to say, what gain did Simon? Because I read comments on social media, especially on the Shade Room, and people, oh, Porsha got what she deserved. Porsha, Simon did Porsha this, Simon did Porsha that. Good for Porsha because she's a gold digger. How? Porsha knew Simon had money. Simon is like, what, 60 something years old, and Porsha is like, what, 40 something years old, right? So that's a big age gap already, okay? And Porsha gave Simon what Simon wanted. Fame. Hello, fame. Porsha gave Simon what Simon wanted. His ex-wife couldn't give him that. She was only on Real Housewives of Atlanta for one season and out. Right? And we never knew of his ex-wife before that season. And she came and she was gone. Porsha has fame. However way you want to put her fame. She's a reality star. No. Most people know who Porsha is. Especially black people know who Porsha is. And Simon wanted that fame. Simon had money. He has a lot of money. But people didn't know who he was. Maybe people knew who he was in Atlanta. But everywhere else, I never knew of Simon until Porsha's situation with him. And people that I know never knew of Simon. Even people that live in Atlanta that I know did not know about Simon Guobadia. So he came and we know he's wealthy. So now we say, oh, Porsha. Now we know why Porsha is in it. Allegedly. I'm just saying, because I know they're going to, how do you know Porsha was in it? Allegedly. This is just my own perspective, my own form. This is what I think, what happened in this situation. They both went in with a gain. Simon wanted fame, and Porsha could give it to him, and he got the fame now. All right, how you doing? He got the fame, and Porsha wanted what? Money. Did she get? Excuse me. The question is, did she get the money? She got some. She got the Rolls Royce. She got some money. When she was with him, I bet she was getting. They said when she was with him, she was getting like what, $30,000 monthly. That's good. So I'm just saying, you guys, my thing is stop calling Porsha a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? Yes, when you see the way things come off, like the way she divorced him, the way she caught him off guard, I think allegedly, right from time, Porsha knew what she was doing. Were they in love with each other? My opinion, no. Porsha knew exactly what she was in there for, and Simon knew exactly what he was in there for. Do you think Simon, with all the friends he got and family members, they didn't warn him, or Simon didn't know of Porsha? Because from what I knew, from what we heard in the beginning, Simon knew Porsha's baby daddy, right? Porsha's daughter's father, Simon knew him, right? Okay, so now you want to go into a relationship with someone that you know his baby mama. You want to go into a relationship with his baby mama. They knew what they were doing. And they both took it and ran with it. Simon got his fame, and Porsha got her money. Is she going to get the money in divorce? No. Because Simon is not here anymore, and Simon is Nigerian. He's smart. He's rich. So they said you can't fetch water from a dry well. A well that is dry. Can you dip a bucket in there and fetch water out of it? No, because it's dry. So Porsha right now is locked dead boat. There's no money anywhere else. She only has the house. So I'm going to go back to what I was saying. Simon needed fame, and Porsha needed the money. I think deep down, when they both went into that relationship, they knew what was going on. They knew what was going on. They knew what each other wanted. Look at the prenup Simon signed. They said twice beaten, once shy. Porsha was once divorced and came out of that divorce with nothing. Nothing at all. She barely came out with the clothes on her back. Okay, from her first marriage with nothing. So what did she do? She decided, no, I'm not going to, what happened to me before is not going to happen this time. Right? So now I'm going to make sure with this guy, our ex-husband, Porsha's first husband had money. Okay? And she came out of that marriage with nothing. She decided this time, no. So drafted the prenup. Simon looked at the prenup, or they both drafted the prenup, right? And Simon looked at the prenup and goes, yeah, I'll sign it. So can somebody tell me how Porsha is a gold digger? Now you guys can say, no, this is not the only time Porsha gets stuff from men, allegedly from men, is obvious. No. That does not count. We're talking about Simon and Porsha right now. They both drafted the prenup and they both signed it. Simon is a smart guy. He read the prenup. Like when I signed, I was like, dude, why will you sign that kind of prenup? And a dog guy too, Benin man. We don't do that. Why will you sign that kind of prenup, Simon? Why? You signed it because you thought you're going to play her. When you're ready, you get out. But she played you and she got you in your own game. In your own game, Simon, let's call a spade a spade. Ching ching, she played you in your own game. You didn't see it coming. Like you said, you found out she was divorcing you like the way the rest of us found out. You thought when you were ready, like you do your ex-wives, or like you did your ex-wives, oh, I'm going to be the one to leave her. She's not going to leave me. And I think that's the problem right now. Simon is having a difficulty letting go. Not like he wants Porsha back, but for the situation that Porsha beat him in his own game. He didn't see it coming. You signed a prenup that made absolutely no sense. And you guys are going to call Porsha a gold digger. How? Simon is a smart man. Okay? He's smart. You're not going to call someone a gold digger when she said, sign it or don't. Agree to it or don't agree to it. But these are my terms to this marriage. And he signed it. And now look what's happening. My advice to Simon, get off social media. Get off social media. But I think you won't. Because what you wanted, you got. I'm not saying this to say, is Simon a bad guy? No, I don't know him. We don't know him. People who know him. My mom actually knows Simon. Knows Simon a little bit, and then knows Simon's family, the Guobadia family in Benin. And when we were talking about this, when she just left Texas. When we were talking about it, she goes, that family is a great family. Simon's siblings, Simon's parents. She even said, I didn't even know. She said Simon's dad or mom died not too long ago. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. She's like, yeah. She's like, the Guobadia family, they're a big family in Benin. They're great, good people. Good people. So I was like, oh, so I was kind of telling her, so look at what Simon did, look at the prenup. She's like, oh my God, like, why will he do that? I'm like, I don't know. Was he in love? Allegedly. My opinion, no. Was Porsha in love? Absolutely not. But was Porsha smart? Yes. Simon is used to beating people at the games that he plays. But this time, Porsha decided, no. I'm going to beat you to your own game. We're playing chess here, not checkers. And that's the difficulty Simon is having right now. Let's make sure that I'm not here to say, oh, Simon is a very smart guy. But Porsha, I don't know her like that, but when you see her lifestyle, it's not just the Real Housewives of Atlanta finance, money that she gets from there that is sponsoring her lifestyle. As a woman, and even some men knows how her lifestyle is being sponsored. Allegedly, I'm not saying whatever she's doing or whatever, but as a woman, we know. There's been a talk here and there, even some of our Real Housewives wives, they've said it here and there, you know, African men. Simon knew all this. Simon knew all this. She had, what? Was he a Bentley or a Rolls Royce before, right? And they said it was an African guy that got her that Rolls Royce or a Bentley. Allegedly. Okay? Simon knew all this. So what's up? Why? And Atlanta, the circle in Atlanta is small. I've been to Atlanta so many times. These guys, they all know each other, even the ones in Nigeria, like the rich, wealthy guys or whatever. So if it was alleged that it was some Porsha's lifestyle, the African guys, right, are sponsoring her lifestyle. We're sponsoring her lifestyle. There's a possibility and guarantee that Simon knew these things. But he did it, and he went into that marriage anyways. For what? For what? Porsha is a pretty lady, pretty woman. But Simon can get, and Simon's ex-wife was gorgeous. Beautiful girl. Runway girl. When I mean runway, you guys know, model, runway. So that tells you Samuel can get, it don't matter. And Samuel is not a bad looking guy. It's not like it's the best of the best like looking, but he's not a bad looking guy. And with his money and all, he can get most women that he wants. I'm not gonna say any woman, he can get most women, and he speaks intelligently. So he's smart, he speaks well, he has wealth, and he's not bad looking. Is he, oh, Mr. Handsome? No. Is he bad looking? No. So Simon can get most women that he wants, right? So we're not going to go by, oh, it's because of Porsha's look. Porsha is a pretty girl, pretty lady. But we're not going to say, oh, it's because of Porsha's look. It can get, Porsha's look is a dime a dozen in Atlanta, Georgia. Porsha's look is a dime a dozen in Atlanta, Georgia. So the question, when I talk to my friends or when I talk to people or when I read social media, oh, she's a gold digger. No, she isn't. She might be a gold digger with other people. With Simon, they both knew what they were going in there for. I'm not taking Porsha's side. I'm not taking Simon's side. I'm saying, when you're going into something, be prepared for it. We need to use this to learn life lessons. Be prepared for what you're going into. Simon was sleeping with both eyes closed when he was with Porsha. And Porsha was sleeping with both eyes open. You see what I'm saying? Two different things. Simon was sleeping with both eyes closed. Both eyes closed. Not eye. Because he thought, oh, Porsha is not that smart, because everybody keeps saying she's a ding dong. No. When it comes to the money game, like with allegedly men, let's go back. Porsha has been in the game. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Not me, but ladies who live allegedly kind of Porsha's lifestyle that she's been doing, getting her way, using what she has to get what she wants. I'll put it that way. She might act slow in other ways. She might look slow in other ways. She might talk slow. She might talk uneducated in a lot of ways. But when you've been doing something for so long, you've gotten a Rolls Royce, you've gotten other gifts, money, stuff. You've been doing this for years. It's like a job to you. Then she's not a ding dong in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So she's been doing this. It's like saying Mama was once a Rolling Stone. She's been doing this kind of situation for a while. That was why she was able to beat Simon at his game. Now, maybe if it was other stuff, maybe she would have had to, for a while, scratch her head and figure it out. But she's been doing this. So we're not going to say, oh, Porsha is a gold digger. I think we need to put this to rest and stop calling her a gold digger. Oh, what she did to Simon was wrong. Oh, God don't like ugly. Are you guys serious? Are you guys serious? Like, nobody was in this relationship but both of them. They both went in, like I said earlier, with what they both wanted. They had an agenda. One wanted fame and one wanted financial gain. Now, the one that wanted fame got it. The one that wanted financial gain got some of it. Now, the judgment on the prenup, is she going to get them except for the house? No. She's going to get that Rolls Royce for the house. By the time they're done selling that house and with the liens and everything that is put on that house, don't forget, we keep saying a $7 million home, a $7 million home, or an $8 million home. There was a down payment on that house. I have a home. You put a down payment on your house. Because when people kept saying, I'm like, they forget that he put a down payment. He didn't pay cash for that house. Did he? If he did, please let me know in the comment section. Yeah, did he pay cash? I doubt it. We're in the United States. Most people don't pay cash for their home. Even if I know a few people who did pay cash for their homes like years ago or whatever. But most people, I have a mortgage on my home. Pay my mortgage monthly. So I can bet you that home, like Porsha, I think she said she spent like how much with maintenance and mortgages. So I think they pay a mortgage on that home. So by the time when she's ready to sell the home, by the time she's done, by the time she sells the home, don't forget the banks still have to take their money. What's left to be paid of that home? The bank have to take. So whatever is left, and then the liens and all that they put on that home, by the time she's done, if she even gets $1 million out of that home, I doubt it. So when they say, oh, she got the house, oh, she needs to sell the house, and then they need to split it. Simon knew what he's doing. He's probably not going to get nothing when she sells that house. My advice to her, sell that home right now. Don't put one more dime of your money, Porsha, in that home. Don't let Simon, he's taught you enough lesson, just like you've taught him a lesson. Don't let Simon drive you into debt that you can't get yourself out of. Or at your age, 40-something, you still have to hustle for more. You know what I'm saying when I mean hustle? It's not you working hard for your money or whatever. Hustle. Get it how you get it. Get out of that house, sell it. The liens that is put on the home, get rid of those liens, pay them off, and get what you can get. You and Simon. You guys went in there. They went in there, knew what they wanted, knew what they were, what their gains were, and they came out. Now it's drama. And Simon, you need to cut it out. Stop going on social media every market day to on Porsha. No. Let it be. It's done, it's done. It's over, it's over. Whatever else that you guys are fighting, keep it off social media. You guys are too old for this, especially Simon. You're too old for this. Stop giving us content. Stop giving people content to create. Stop giving us something to talk about. So I'm going to say this to say that whatever we do in life, let's make sure we think hard and long about it. Marriage is not a joke. When you go into marriage, it's something that you have to, that for better, for worse, people take it lightly these days. Some people really don't do that for better, for worse, because if you do for better, for worse, I don't see how you get married, and in less than 2 years, that marriage is over. And now it's just all about money, 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 money. Life is short. Let's take advantage of it, and let's stop giving ourselves bad names. Especially us women. Okay? Money is not everything. It helps though. Takes care of things that you need to take care of in life, but don't make it the center of your universe. I've always tried to not make money the center of my universe. Now, before I leave you guys, that's all I had to say about Porsha and Simon. I thought I needed to jump in and talk about this because every time we see something on social media, I talk about it with my friends. And sometimes maybe when I go to like games and stuff, I see people before the games start, our kids games, and then people who watch the game, who watch the show, we talk about it a little bit. So I thought, I should just jump in here. I think this is my first video on YouTube. I just thought I should come in here. I know the beginning was a bit rocky because this is my first video, but I don't care. I live my life how I want to live it. I just thought I should jump in here because I keep talking about people and like, oh, she's a gold digger. I'm like, how? She's not a gold digger. She's not, for this situation, have I agreed before? Like, yeah, allegedly she's a gold digger, yes. But for this situation, is she a gold digger? Maybe. What about Simon? A fame seeker? Simon. So if we're gonna be calling Porsha a gold digger in Simon and Porsha's situation, now we need to call Simon a fame seeker. He was seeking for fame, and Porsha was seeking for gold. Simon got his fame, and Porsha is still digging that gold. She's gotten some. She wants it all from Simon. I just said I should come on here and talk about it. So if you like what I just talked about, leave a comment. If you don't like it, I'm all for good debate. I'm going to read you guys' comment. I'm okay with whatever anybody says, but don't come here and be rude and be disrespectful. If you listen to my video, I've tried to not take either Simon or Porsha's side. I tried to make you guys see what both of them was in need in the marriage for. I'm going to keep bringing other videos. I'm never going to come on here and talk disrespectfully about anybody I'm going to be talking about or things I'm going to be talking about, including myself. This is just going to be things that my life, my lifestyle, things that is on social media, things that I see. I'm going to be talking about everything, showing everything. Sports, entertainment, everything. Anything on social media. I watch sports a lot. I might be talking about basketball men, basketball women, NFL. Yeah, NFL. There are a few people who might see this video and know like, oh, I know her a little bit. Or there are people who say, I don't know her. Yeah. I'm going to be talking about once in a while NFL because I know about that life a little bit. So I just thought I should come in here and put my 2 cents to this situation. 2 cents to this situation, excuse me, blah, blah, blah. And if you're in Texas, let me quickly plug this right now. If you're in Texas and you're looking for a home to buy or sell, you can contact me. Okay? And I'm a real estate agent in Texas. So I'll be here if you want to buy a home or if you want to sell your home. I'll be the best agent you will ever have in Texas. All right. And one thing, I'm going to leave something else. In life, we all try to like do stuff, talk about people negatively. Let's try not to do that. Let's just let's just talk about what we think. And not go in too much on people, not talk down on people. You know what I'm saying? I always believe like you treat others the way you want to be treated. I'm always going to say this, treat others the way you want to be treated. At the end of the day, if some of us was in Porsha's shoes, we probably would do worse, you know, or in Simon's shoes, we would do worse. But Simon, I will always say, there are some things I would take Simon. If Simon does anything today that is worth like saying, yes, he did right, he did this, he did that, I would definitely say, yes, he did it. But Simon went into it and signed the prenup. You know what I'm saying? He signed it and now he's mad about it. No, you can't. So I'm not going to take his side. I'm not going to take Porsha's side. I try to say it like it is, like the way, like if we were to sit on our kitchen table with our family or friends and talk about it. You guys can't keep saying Porsha, 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 Porsha. No. It takes two. It takes two. And they both winning. So please, when we're talking about these things, let's not forget these people read some of these comments too, especially on Shade Room. Imagine if Porsha is reading all these things. She said, go, the guy, she got, Simon is dealing with her. Come on now. She's human. No matter what she's doing, how she's getting her money, how she's still human. So please, let's treat others the way we would like to be treated. When you guys leave comments, when you guys leave comments on social media or comment on stuff, think, if it was me. If it was me. You know what I'm saying? I know some people just go on social media just to get attention and leave like horrible comments. No. And if I see a horrible comment on my YouTube session, on my YouTube videos, I'm going to be deleting them. I don't welcome no negativity over here. I'm sorry, but it's the fact. You can leave a comment and tell me or tell other people what you think of whatever situation I'm talking about or whatever it is I'm showing. But I don't want anybody coming here and insulting people. No. No. You cannot come to my comment section and insult people. No. I'm sorry. or call people out of their names or be talking about, you can come and say, oh, oh no, she deserves it. Okay, if she deserves it, tell me why you think she deserves it. My opinion is my opinion. What I think about any situation is what I think. It's okay for you to come and also say your side and tell us what you think, but please, no insults. So please, as I leave this video, I would like you guys to always remember to treat people the way you would like to be treated. And that's the end. I'm Naomi Abu, and thanks for listening and watching my video, and I will continue to bring more videos. And as I get to upload more videos, hopefully I get better at it. So don't criticize me too much on my first video. I love you guys.